All right, y'all. We back at it again. This time we're talking about the poly lifestyle, right? There's a show out there called Sister Wives. It's on TLC, and it stars this guy and his four wives. Well, is now I think he only got two now, but two of them walked away, including this one right here. This was numero uno, the top rod. And anyway, she was the top wife, and she decided to walk away from the situation. Now, what do I think about the poly lifestyle? I mean, it depends on how you cut. You know what I'm saying? Some people are cut for the poly lifestyle, and some people are not cut for the poly lifestyle. So if you get involved with it, just make sure you cut for it. You know what I mean? Because it has ups. It has the ups are multiplied and the downs are multiplied. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, in a monogamous situation, you're only gonna go so far up. You're only gonna go so far down. Well, you can go up as far as you want to go, but down is really restricted to one person. But you can have many downs with when you have many people, right? Because you never know what other people are. You don't know what they're thinking, right? And so if you're really not in tune with them, they can tell you, "Oh yeah, everything's great," right? We just saw, unfortunately, his DJ Twitch guy. He, you know, marked himself, and I'm sure he was running around telling everybody, "Hey, I'm great. Everything's good. So I don't have no problems." Unless you were really in tune. The wife didn't see it until he just abruptly did something, right? He snapped and did something. But at the point where they snap, sometimes it can be too late. Like in his case, shout out to him and his family, man. I hope they are able to recover from that situation. All right, but so so we're gonna watch this situation, man, and I'm gonna show you, man, that if you're not cut for this, poly thing, then just leave it alone. Just stay away from it.
I don't really consider myself married to Mary. I just, if she wanted to move on and marry another, she wouldn't get an argument with me.
Sister Wives Mary Brown confirms her breakup with Cody Brown. In a preview of the upcoming Sister Wives one-on-one special, the reality star confirms that she and Cody have ended their 32-year polygamous relationship.
How does that make you feel?
It just doesn't make sense to me that he would be so frustrated with Christine and be like, she just made this decision. We didn't consult, we didn't talk, she just made the decision. And then he says, no, I don't.
Okay. So like I said, man, when you're in a poly style, anybody could twist. Well, even in a monogamous situation, man, anybody could flip, man. Anybody could flip. So at any time. So you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like, man, you gotta really be on top of everybody, man. In a poly situation, man, you gotta be on top of everybody in a monogamous situation. But in a poly situation, it's triple time. You triple timing, and you trying to have a full time job, and you trying to uh be a father to however many kids you got, man, 20, 30, 40, 50 kids. Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? You trying to be a spiritual advisor to all these people. You trying to study. You trying to enjoy your own hobbies. I mean, man, it's rough, man. You put a lot on yourself, man, with that poly situation, man. But like I said, if you cut for it and you be upfront with everybody, my problem is people that you know they're not cut for it, but they jump into it, and then a whole lot of bad stuff happens, and then or they lie and they want to live this poly lifestyle, but they doing it in secret, man. You know what I mean? They got one woman here, one woman there, one woman here, one woman there. And if everybody is okay with it, that's a different thing. I'm talking about when, nobody knows this is going on, that's going on, this going, that going on. I mean, eventually, sooner or later, man, One thing about the side chicks are designed to pull you down, man. They're designed to do. They're designed. They are uh, basically they are time wasters, man. They just waste a lot of your time. They might be good people. They might have good intentions, but ultimately they're gonna waste a lot of your time that you could be using to try to build your wealth, build your, you could be using that time to study, but instead the side chick is gonna want you to give her more time, right? And then eventually she's gonna start competing with the wife for time, right? That's what this dude had to deal. See, that's what you got to deal with in the poly lifestyle, man. You gotta constantly understand that people are these people gonna be start competing for your time. They want more time, and they want to feel special. They want to feel like the one. And they want to feel, and but they all gotta, you know what I mean? They all gotta be around, man. And then it's gonna be one that doesn't feel like that, and there's always one that feels like they being left behind. And you ain't spend enough time with her. And I mean, it's a lot of extra work, man. A lot of extra work. But anyway, man, he put it on himself. So I don't feel sorry for him, but it's just I'm just trying to show you guys that's out there thinking, oh man, the poly lifestyle is great, man. All these women, hey man, it's great. Nah, it's not great. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Unless you cut for it, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no problems, with having all these people pulling at you all at the same time. That's not an issue. And hey, knock yourself out. Holy smokes. Ay, ay, ay.
Consider myself married to marry. Like, he just made the decision. I've never heard him say that to me.
Yeah.
The revelation came after Mary was shown footage of Cody saying he doesn't consider himself married to her, prompting the 51-year-old to point out the differences between their separation and how sister wife Christine Brown, who announced her split from Cody in 2021, ended things too. Mary goes on to explain that though her strained relationship with Cody was seemingly in an upswing following the family's 2018 move to Arizona, her partner lost interest in their romance over time.
Even since being in Flagstaff, he has led me to believe that he was trying. Our first anniversary that we had here in Flagstaff. Cheers to a new beginning.
Okay. Now this is the one I'm always telling y'all about, man. This is the one right here. Get you every time, right? She felt like, hey, I'm, I shouldn't have to compete with other people. Let me explain. In a world like this where it's so wicked, right? You know what I mean? It's so wicked. You as a woman having a man, right? And um we we human beings have matriculated into the idea of monogamy, right? We in our uh, original state, polyamorous relationships were meaning that one man would have several different women um, attached to him, right? That was the norm. That was how, because that's how it is pretty much a lot of times in the animal kingdom. That's how it is in the, but as this society got more wicked and more technologically advanced, where a woman doesn't need the benefits of being with a man to survive, right? They don't have to be with a man because society is set up where she don't have to need a man, right? She don't have to have a man to hunt for her, right? Because she can go into the grocery store and buy some food, right? She don't have to have a man to pay her bills, right? Because she can go out and get a job, right? So the survival need for a man is now gone. But however, the societal pressures of having a man is still there, right? Because they still want to procreate. Women want to procreate, and so you cannot procreate without a man being around, present somewhere, right? And so, therefore, the desire for men in that regard is there. but not in. There's no need for a man in today's society, right? No need for a man as far as in a relationship, right? Because whatever man you need, there's a system that'll bring that help to you, right? Call 911, police come, men are coming, right? You call the fire department, men are coming, right? You got men that you can get moving for you on different things, right? So here's the thing, man. Here's the thing where a lot of women go bad. When a lot of women go bad is they misunderstand the situation by which they get involved in a marriage, and then they say, I got what do you call that? Where you get points for you know for years of service, right? You got years of service points, and you think you get years of service points, and years of service is what is going to maintain arousal, and it doesn't. You got to constantly be competing with the people out here, and that's where a lot of you women go wrong, man. You feel like because you married, I should not have to compete. You shouldn't, but the reality is this world is so wicked, man. If you don't stay on it and still compete for your husband's time by creating arousal at every opportunity, other people are going to do it, and he's going to feel neglected at some point, and other people are going to do it. Clarence, that ain't right. I know it ain't right. We ain't talking about right and wrong. We talking about what's going to happen, right? So this chick here, man, she made a lot of different mistakes. Number one, she let him marry women that look better than him, better than her. Number one. Number two, she didn't stay on top of her own appearance, right? You know, she just said, "Hey, I'm the first wife. Therefore, by as determined by years of service, that means I'm going to, always create, get the staff and the rod, right? But see, you might not be getting the staff and the rod. You might have got it early in the relationship, but now this is 32 years later. You know what I mean? You got to keep the arousal going. Yes, he might still love you. That's not going to change, right? Still love you, but love does not create arousal. Love does not create arousal, man. So that's where we getting mixed up at. Love does not maintain arousal. Love maintains love, but not arousal, right? You need some lust in there, right? So you have to have a certain amount of vanity that will make you push you to constantly be creating this arousal. That's what we got to do. That's what you got to do. And she forgot that. She thinks, oh, because I'm numero uno, I get first right of refusal. No, no, no. And watch the game. This dude played such a cold game on this chick, man. Watch how he played this game. How he divorced her to marry this other one, man. It was a cold game, in my opinion.
As opposed to this last anniversary, he's like, I don't even know why you called me, Mary. He's like, we're not married. We're not acting as married. And I said to him then, if that's where we are, don't you think that we should address that publicly? And he said, no, I don't want to address it. I don't want to address it. I don't want that to be out there publicly because I don't want that judgment.
Where does that leave you? Are you still married to Cody, or do you get to decide?
Well, he's already made the decision. You just saw him say that.
Would you guys ever think about reconciliation? Would you ever think about reconciliation?
I would. I definitely would. But I don't think that he's interested.
Mary is
No, I don't think he's gonna be interested as long as this is another thing that women do, man. Y'all will get caught up in mommy mode, and once you get caught up in mommy mode, man, you forget that you got a man that, although he loves you, he has to be aroused, And if the arousal ain't there, well, Clarence, I got the golden vagina. I'm in first position on vaginas getting tapped, right? That doesn't mean nothing if you let the arousal disperse, right? You have to maintain that arousal, man. How do you maintain arousal? You have to do things that in his mind, because every man is different, but in his mind, you're going to you're going to do things that create sexual tension in his mind. You can't walk around here saying, "Well, I'm the queen. I deserve this. I deserve so therefore I don't have to do anything to create sexual tension. Therefore, because I deserve this. I'm in first position. I deserve it. I've been a good lady to him. I've been a good. That doesn't mean anything. As because what you're doing is you putting you being like an ostrich, putting your head in the sand when danger comes, instead of saying getting up and doing something. Just gonna hide your head and say, well, you know what? Uh-uh. I deserve to be the first right of refusal because I got years of service in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when it comes to arousal. But Lord have mercy, man. Some of these women got to find out everything the hard way, man. You know what I'm saying? There's some smart women that understand that, man, arousal has to be maintained. Got to keep throwing different looks at the dude to just keep the sexual tension going, right? And you find something that you stick with it, improve on that one, and then throw another one and improve on that one. And when that wear out, improve. It's a work. It's work. It's work. Well, the unfortunate thing is most women feel like a lot of women feel like when they marry that the job is over. No, the job now you just moved into from the entry level to the senior management position, man, where you got to do even more work. You got to put in more hours, right? We got to look at this. We got to look at this and say to ourselves, this is where we are. This is the reality of the situation. Can't be no, oh, well, I don't, because that's what happened. That's why your relationship's breaking up. Relationships breaking up. A lot of these relationships breaking up simply over the misunderstanding of arousal. And when and where, and you letting, so you not creating sexual tension, so you sending your man out into this evil, wicked world where there's women out there that don't care this man is married. They don't care whether he got children. They don't care. They will create sexual tension in a heartbeat for this man. And you gonna say, hey, he's a bad person. What do you think? The man is made to follow sexual tension. He's made to reproduce. He's made to spread his seed. At the opportunity to spread his seed, or the perception of the opportunity to spread his seed, he's going to naturally follow that situation. He's going to naturally be open to that. Right? So you as the wife got to always you got to have his mind always thinking, man, I got too much to lose to do this. I got too much to lose to commingle this situation here. Yes, it's a very flattering offer, but what I'm going to lose as opposed to what I'm going to gain by, having a little rolling the hay with you, not worth what I'm going to lose on the other end. So I got to let you walk on by. That's how you want your man to be. But if you don't take care of this arousal, you're leaving that job for somebody in the street. That's not fair. I know. It's not fair, right? Just like it is for men, man. When you lose your job and your woman start looking at you like, damn, I got to pay all these bills, and you sitting around here with no job, and then she start getting frustrated with you, and she say, you know what, this ain't working out. And then at your lowest moment, she decides she want to leave. That's not fair. That's not fair. But that's how life is. Life works like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get hit by the blind side, you never even you never saw it coming, right? I tell you about this dude, Twitch. His family, I doubt they saw anything coming, right? They thought he was just all good until he broke, right? But by that time, it's too late, right? Anyway, let's watch the end of it.
Cody's first wife, having legally married him in 1990. The two, who share 27-year-old Leon together, divorced in 2014 so that Cody could legally marry his fourth wife, Robin Brown, while still remaining in a spiritual matrimony with Mary. Their relationship hit a bump in 2015 when it was revealed that Mary had been catfished by a woman posing as a man, with Cody and Mary eventually living separate lives. Sister Wives airs Sunday at 10 p.m. on TLC.
All right, y'all. I mean, y'all see this, man, and y'all see these people, man, and you say, this the problem with the poly lifestyle, man. You know what I'm saying? When it goes left times 2, times 3. You know what I'm saying? It just goes left. You know what I mean? And we all want to be desired by, everybody we come in contact with, that we're attracted to. We want to be desired by them. But, like I said, if you ain't cut for this kind of, lifestyle where you gotta put up with a lot of different kickback from a lot of different people, then because to me, one person kicking back is enough. But some of these dudes, man, they say it's worth it, right? To have all these women. Okay, all right, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not more. I'm not on the moral thing. I'm more on the stress to yourself. To me, I'm in the mentality of I'm not trying to give myself extra stress for a low reward, right? You giving yourself a lot of stress for a low reward, right? A low reward is sex with these other women, okay? But women are naturally they are natural. I'm not gonna say like Tom like is they dream killers, but definitely they are definitely time wasters, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they will waste a lot of your time if it's not the right woman. The right woman will understand that you need time to study. You need time to increase your build up a skill level so you can earn more money, so that you can build a better life for her and her offspring, right? The right woman will understand that, but you might get caught up with the wrong woman. And when I say wrong woman, it might be a good woman, but they're just not the right woman for you, right? And so their thing is to constantly take up your time, and time is the best resource that you got, man. It's time, because you can use your time to study, to build a new skill, improve your skill level. Advance in some type of knowledge or skill level so that you can create a better situation for the yourself and your family, right? But these side chicks, man, they will destroy. They will have you living on the brink of bankruptcy because they see you spending money on your own family, and then they want you to equally spend as much on them. And then not only a side chick, but these other chicks, these other wives you got, man, they're gonna say, you think one wife is gonna see you spend $100 on her birthday? What do you think the other wife is gonna say? Well, you spent $100 on her birthday. How come you ain't spend $100 on my birthday, right? And they constantly compete for your resources, your money. They're gonna constantly compete for your time. They're gonna constantly compete for all that stuff, and they're gonna always put you in a position where you feel like, man, I'm not doing enough, But it's coming from all different directions. You still, you're not spending no time here. You're always gone. You're always this. You're always that, right? Because they don't know how marriage really works. They don't know how long-term relationship really works. It really works like, okay, that's when you got to put in a lot of time, right? You're going to have to put in a lot of time because now you got all these responsibilities, and you finally realize, the current pace I'm on, I'm in the current pace to be underwater soon because we have these children, we have these extra expenses, and I'm still making the same money I was making 3 years ago, plus the inflation. I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna be underwater in a little while. I have to do something. I got to work overtime. That's the quickest solution to this problem. So now you got to be stuck working overtime just to survive, right? But see, some of these women don't realize that. How come you ain't? How come you? Money's not everything. Yeah, money's not everything until you lose your job. Till you lose your job, then what is money, right? When you ain't able to pay these bills, then money's not everything, right? Nah, man. But anyway, man, the takeaway from this one is, man, number one, don't get involved in no lifestyle that you haven't studied and know the good and the bad of what can happen, right? Party lifestyle, it can go left, man, and when it goes left, it can go way left, and then you can be, and plus, while you trying to live the party lifestyle, man, you got to make sure you're cut for that. If you're not cut for it, it's going to be very difficult. You got to run around being around people that, are always, putting pressure on you to spend more time with them, more time with their children. You going to be caught up easily get caught up, man. So what I'm saying is, if you cut for it, you cut for it. If you not, you not. Stay from it, right? And number two, if you a woman in a relationship, you a woman in a marriage, woman in a long-term relationship, what you need to do is constantly make sure that you are controlling the level of arousal in the relationship by controlling the sexual tension. When you are not, when you trying to control the relationship by using morality to control a sexual relationship, that is not going to work. You can't use morality to control a sexual relationship. You have to use sexual tension. And then from the sexual tension, then you can sprinkle morality on it. But I don't care how pious somebody is, if they're involved with you in a sexual relationship, then you're going to have to address the sexual relationship sexually, not morally, right? You can't address the sexual portion of the relationship with a moral stance. It's not gonna work. Not gonna work, right? People want their morals and their animal appetites separated, right? That's how we can function as societal beings, right? Because we can separate our animal needs. We got a place where we can go to take care of our animal needs, right? You have a bathroom. That's a place where you go to take care of your animal needs, right? And you got a place where you can go off by yourself and deal with that, and then come back into society, right? Same thing with your sexual needs. You have to have a place where you can go off from society, handle that, and then come back. You can't have, you can't bring a Bible into the sexual portion of your relationship. The sexual portion of the relationship has to be dealt with sexually. The eating portion of your relationship, where you sit down and eat, right? You can't eat the book. You can't eat the word. You have to eat food, right? So you got to bring food into that situation, right? Can't say, well, morally, because, I don't want you to be hungry, so I'm going to pray to God that you don't be hungry, so I'll have to cook. That ain't going to work. You got to cook, right? You have to cook something. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. You know what I mean? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Just do what you think is the best thing to do. But hey, man, if you're not cut for these polyamorous relationships, stay the hell away. Leave them alone, man. There's only the poly relationships, because most of us have been so socialized to deal with monogamy, to to only roll with monogamy, most of us are so socialized to do that, is that especially the women in a society where they don't need men, they don't need you, they don't need a particular man because the society is built so that they don't really need that. Therefore, it's going to be difficult to tell them to try to attract women and have women be involved with you and for their survival as well as their to breed children with them. No, they really only need you for the breeding of the children in this society, right? That's the only. I mean, I'm talking about needs, right? They don't need you to get food; they can go buy their own food. They don't need you to get money; they can get their own job. They don't need you to get a house; they can buy a house on their own. They can vote on their own. They can do everything on their own. They don't need you as a man. They don't need a particular man to do those things. If they get in trouble, they can pick up the phone and call 911, and men are coming, right? Men will be coming, right? Fire department, police department, whoever, right? They'll be coming. So they don't need no one man no more. Now they only need a man for breeding purposes. That's pretty much it, right? But they have a desire to have a man. They have a desire to be a hypergamous desire to be with a man. But as far as needing, like, to survive, not in a society like this. They don't need a man, a particular man, by their side to survive. Because so many men have set up so many different things in this society: the grocery store, the gas company, waste management, you know, police, uh, fire, all these different things that support women, support just a person not having to have another, support safety and well-being of people independent of another person. So it's going to be difficult to sell now what has always been the natural order of animals, and man and animals on this earth, which is polygamy. That's always been a natural order. Now it's hard to support that when you got a situation like we got today. So now most of us have been socialized to not do polygamy, right? Because it's just not worth it. With the mentality of the women that's out there today, it's just difficult to make it work, in my opinion. I mean, you could do it if you got a lot of patience and you can take a lot of stress. Hey, you can go for it, but it's just not. It just doesn't work the way you want it to work, in my opinion. But anyway, all right, y'all. Let's shut it down, and y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about all of this different stuff. All right, y'all. Peace.